Hello, Sutton Central 5th grade students and families. This is just a video to give you a quick tutorial on how we're going to use Google Classroom starting tomorrow for remote learning experiences. We're going to really dive deep into using Google Classroom throughout your child's daily schedule. So I just wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page, so to speak, and hopefully answer a lot of questions that you may have. I will be readily available every school day throughout the day, so please don't hesitate to contact me, and I'll certainly get back to you as soon as possible. First thing I want to let you know that in my Google Classroom, I did create a topic called remote learning documents. All of you should be very familiar with using Google Classroom, that is the students. So if you go to the classwork tab and then look for all the topics, one topic is called remote learning documents. There's a couple of ones that I want to share really quickly with you all. One document is called Remote Learning Google Classroom Guide. Okay, I'm just going to review that really quickly, but you can also look at it for yourself. It just starts off by saying every day for remote learning, your student will be required to log into our Google Classroom and access all of the assignments, videos, and resources they will need to have a successful and productive day of school. So it goes over science, envisions, journeys, writing, as well as some other things that you need to know about. Okay. For science, our first science unit is going to be found under the topic I Need My Space. I'm wearing the appropriate shirt today. That has obviously some double meanings today in terms of making sure that we're keeping our social distancing. Envisions math. All right, we're going to start out with the topic in Envisions math for Unit 8. Okay, we'll see how we can do with that, but you're going to be able to hopefully watch the video, do the reteach activity, and self-correct just like you normally would in class. Okay. For Journeys Language Arts, we're going to start a unit that revolves around the story Quest for the Tree Kangaroo. All right, and you will find that under Journeys Language Arts. All your books are home, so you should be able to use those as we go along through the unit. Please do know that after we do Quest for the Tree Kangaroo, I may mix it up a little bit with some chapter book reading as well, if I can get those to you somehow. For our writing unit, we're going to start a writing unit in poetry. That will also be found under Google Classroom, and you will get various assignments for those. So every day as you log in, I will try to make sure that I have a personal message that lets you know what you should be doing that day. Okay. Turning in assignments. I just want to make sure that everyone knows this. It's vital that your child turn in all assignments via Google Classroom that require this action. There are many assignments that I'm going to give to students that when they're done, I really need them to turn in. There's a button that's in Google Classroom once they're done with their assignment to turn in that assignment. If they do not turn that assignment in, I have to assume that they haven't completed it yet. So please make sure you turn in your assignments. It's extremely important. Despite school looking incredibly different, we are going forth with school. This remote learning experience is school, so all students are expected to complete all of the work assigned. Okay, there are going to be bumps in the road, and I'm just going to read what I wrote here, so I'm not trying to say the same thing. It's an absolute that we are going to be experiencing some bumps in the road as we practice remote learning. I'm going to do my best to respond to these bumps quickly and effectively. Please be patient with me as I make necessary adjustments to improve your child's education. Communication is key during this experience, so I'll do my very best to maintain constant communication with both you and your child during this time. And lastly, I just wanted to say, let's rock this thing. Okay. Albert Einstein, a pretty smart guy, quoted as saying, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. All right. Despite challenges, I plan on making the most of this situation by turning it into an engaging and educational opportunity for all of you. Okay. It will most certainly take all of our concerted efforts and some Sutton grit to turn this challenge into an incredible success. Another document that you're going to find in your remote learning documents in Google Classroom is the Remote Learning Google Classroom Schedule. Okay, it's a suggested schedule that you follow during the day. It's strongly encouraged that you keep a routine during this time because a routine will lend itself to productivity and success. If you never get into that routine, just like we do in the school day, it's going to be really hard sometimes to get the work done that needs to be completed. Okay, um, it must not be understated that although school looks different now, again, we're attending school, okay, and you're responsible for all the assignments that are given, okay. I do have a suggested schedule. If you can't stick to this completely, I understand things happen, but I do your best to do so, okay. Specials can be performed during different times during the day. I really highly encourage you to keep to the special schedule that we have at school. There is a tab in my Google Classroom for specials that I will try to make sure all of those are in there. Okay. If you finish work early, that doesn't mean that you have nothing to do. There are a lot of opportunities out there. You can use websites that we normally use in class, like MobyMax or Splash Learn, and we sent home all of the passwords for those educational resources. There are a lot of free educational resources online as well. In the remote learning documents topic under our Google Classroom, Mrs. Science has created this awesome document with a list of a whole bunch of new websites that you can use along with the passwords. Okay, so you can check those out too if you get work done early, if you have some extra time. Lastly, I just wanted to let you know I'm going to do my very best to post daily messages in Google Classroom to try to do daily read alouds, post those videos in the classroom. We're going to try to do some question response opportunities, maybe using the online resource called Flipgrid. Going to try to do a lot of fun and engaging things. We might even use Google Meet sometimes and have our whole classroom get together at different times just to chat and see how things are going. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to start that off. Tomorrow, Thursday, even though we have Blizzard Bag Day 5 today, tomorrow is day 1 in terms of using Google Classroom. Okay. Also, I understand that some of the science activities will require some small tools, may not be the correct word for it, but you may need some supplies that you do not have at home. Okay. And if you can't do it, that's fine. Okay. If you do not have the necessary supplies, that's fine. Going forward, starting Monday, there's going to be a lot of assignments that you have that you won't need to worry about any type of supplies at all. I'm not going to require people to go out and buy things or anything. But all I'm trying to say is if there is an assignment that has some minor supplies that are requested to use and you don't have them, if you don't have them, you don't have them, and that's totally acceptable. Just please try to do the portion of the assignment that you can complete. Okay. I am available on my email throughout the day, every day during the school hours. Okay. And then from 1 to 2, parents, students, you can set up appointments with me that we can try to meet face to face or through email so I can help you out with any struggles or concerns you have. Okay. Communication, again, is very key at this time. I hope that I've set up things really nicely in Google Classroom. Again, there are going to be bumps along the way, but we're going to work through those. And I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. I am greatly bummed that I didn't get to see you in person before I came back from my knee surgery, but we're going to make the most of this opportunity. Okay, so again, if you have any questions or concerns, contact me anytime, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. All right, happy remote learning, and make sure you keep your space. Take care.